There is no such thing as a natural entrepreneur, but when you come into contact with certain things in life, your mentality changes. These are the 8 things that transform ordinary individuals into entrepreneurs. Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about 8 things that turn ordinary people into entrepreneurs. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Desire to take the future into their own hands. Entrepreneurs have a strong desire to take control of their destiny, refusing to sit back and wait for opportunities to come their way. Unlike many people who allow societal conventions and expectations to dictate their lives, entrepreneurs actively work towards establishing a life that matches their goals and dreams. They do not settle for the normal or traditional path. Instead, they strive for something distinctive and individually rewarding. They are motivated by a desire to actively interact with their future, to make deliberate decisions, and to take specific actions that correspond with their life goal. Entrepreneurs like to take an active role in crafting their futures, preferring to develop and follow their roots rather than letting life happen to them. A need for authentic freedom. Some people develop a desire for a specific form of freedom. It is not independence from duties or issues, but rather the ability to make their schedule or be their boss. It's the freedom to create anything they deem fit. They want the freedom to establish their atmosphere, their guidelines, their own set of regulations, and their way of doing things. And you can only do that if you construct something from the ground up and own 100% of it. That's what it means to be self-sufficient. It is doing something independent of how someone else advises you to do it. And there's a certain kind of freedom in it. One that is tremendously empowering and fulfilling. A need to create and own something. Some people have a strong desire to introduce something completely new into the world. It's not only about ideas or inventions, but about creating a practical reality that reflects their vision. Consider a determined baker with passion and skill who decides to create a bakery. They put their heart and soul into each dish, transforming modest ingredients into delectable pastries and bread. As dawn breaks, a warm, appealing perfume fills the air, luring people from near and far. Customers stopping by, having a nutritious breakfast, and continuing with their day gives this entrepreneur a sense of achievement and delight. It is their product, their hard labor, that has provided purpose to these people's lives. This desire to create and own something is not solely motivated by monetary gain. It is motivated by the realization of one's idea and the tangible influence it has on the community and the larger world around you. Recognizing opportunities and problems. Some people regard the world as a playground of trouble, right? However, there are those individuals who perceive a wide arena of opportunities just waiting to be uncovered. When others perceive a dead end and a wall, these visionaries see a hidden door, a tunnel that leads to undiscovered vistas of opportunity. Their thoughts are like sophisticated radars, continuously scanning the environment for unmet requirements, gaps, and areas ripe for innovation. They are on a never-ending drive to turn difficulties into practical answers, turning the neglected into prosperous ventures. Entrepreneurship is more than a hobby for them, it's a calling. An intrinsic desire to create and innovate. They are continually asking themselves, what can I build to solve this problem? Their minds are humming with entrepreneurial activity, constantly generating ideas that could grow into big problem-solving entities. Dissatisfaction with the flow of time. Technically, everyone has the same time. However, some people seek to change their timeline. Some, for example, do not want to wait for the government to force them to retire. They want to do it sooner and on their terms. In some ways, it's like a rebellion against society's predetermined clock. They don't care what age you're supposed to do something, like buy your ideal house, establish something meaningful, raise a family, or do anything else. They want to do things whenever they want. This leads them to the things that allow them to change the timeline. A vision to make an impact. Consider a disappointed instructor who ventures into educational technology to establish platforms that make learning accessible and enjoyable for all students. Most e-learning systems begin this way. You know, when you have a strong desire to have an influence that is greater than what you can do as an individual, you tend to have entrepreneurial instincts. You want to see things in context. You know you can improve the lives of thousands of people. Entrepreneurs inspired by influence and change seek purpose and intention. They always do the right thing for the people they serve, and they always come out ahead. Financial independence. For many, the standard 9-to-5 work is a hamster cycle of restricted financial progress and confining monetary constraints. It's a world where your financial future is shaped by someone else's hands, and where the ceiling of economic prosperity is frequently low and stiff. They look around and don't like what they see. They don't want more, they want better. They don't want to worry about bills again. They don't want to be unhappy because nutritious food costs twice as much as fast food. They don't want to plan trips based on how much the plane ticket costs, and so on. This leads them to become entrepreneurs. They recognize that the foundation of their financial freedom is equity, or owning something that is appreciated. So they decide to construct something that they own completely and work to make it more valuable. For some, poverty isn't. It's not just a scenario, it's a never-ending loop, a generational plague that almost feels unbreakable. Some people simply have had enough. They don't want their children to face the same difficulties, so they're determined to stop the cycle. They see entrepreneurship as a route out, a tremendous weapon for creating a better future. It's not just about making money for them, it's about leaving a new legacy. They enter the corporate world with an aim greater than profit in mind. They want to create something that will last, something that will provide a foundation for their children to succeed without the burden of financial difficulty. Their quest is motivated by a strong desire to ensure that the next generation has it better, has more possibilities, and does not have to start from zero. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.